Hey. Oh, wait, we are live. Okay. Hey, welcome back, everybody. Sick Podcast Anvil Show coming to you. Hope you guys are ready to get started because I'm ready to get started. Um, I guess I think this is how it's supposed to go. Jimmy, go ahead and bring us in.
Turn up your volume. Because you're about to listen to The Sick Podcast. Anvil Show.
Intercepted! Marlon Jackson! Marlon's got it! We're going to the Super Bowl! We're going to the Super Bowl! Marlon Jackson with the interception! He picked off Tom Brady!
The sickest Indianapolis Colts podcast. It's gonna be sick.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Hey, listen, we're gonna get to it. We're gonna get to it, but before we do, just need to go ahead and just let you know NFL Week 1 is here, and a new season means new ways to get in on the action at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. If you're ready to place your first bet, then that's a good thing. So try betting on something simple like picking a player to score a touchdown. You can go ahead and bet on the lines. Matter of fact, I believe you can still bet on the lines for tonight's matchup of the Chiefs versus the Ravens. So if you want, you can go ahead and just bet on any of the lines for those, whether it be first touchdown score, whatever it may be, or even if whatever you choose to, that's fine. But if you're ready to do a touchdown dance of your own, then you can go ahead and start your betting. You can score big with DraftKings Sportsbook, the best place to bet touchdowns. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code SICKSPORTS. That's SICKSPORTS, no spaces. That's code SICKSPORTS for new customers to get $250 in bonus bets when you bet just $5, and you get 1 month of NFL Plus Premium on us. I mean, it's the gift that keeps on giving. So only on DraftKings. The crown is yours. If you have any gambling problems, make sure you call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 1-877-8-HOPE-New York. That's HOPENY, or text HOPE New York. That's 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777. or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas, 21 plus age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in New Hampshire, Oregon, and Ontario. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/ftball. An NFL Plus Premium offer available only to new and former NFL Plus subscribers. Additional NFL Plus Premium terms at NFL.com/terms. Yes, that's a lot, but you know what? It's fine, because you know what? We're gonna have the guys on, right? It's not just me, okay? I know you didn't just come to see, my pretty face, all right? So let's just go ahead and bring everybody in. We got who's that? Who's that good fella right there? Who's that good fella right there?
That would be me, sir.
Oh, glad.
You had me cracking up on that intro.
Oh yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. Completely improvised. Okay, listen, we're just throwing it out there. All right, so let's just get to it. I like it.
Well, at least there's a little red dot at the top of our screen that says live.
Yeah, it's just
because I'm
sitting there. I'm like, hey, Pat's gonna come on here eventually. Then I'm just like, oh, guess he's not. Well, with that being the case, you're welcome. But yeah,
that is a long read on the DraftKings, and I like how you really emphasized if somebody was having a gambling issue.
Oh yeah.
Nobody needs to lose their home. No kids need to go hungry. Not over sports betting.
Yeah, definitely not.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, so that's you definitely don't want to do that. So like I said, as anything that people do, make sure that you are gambling in moderation and responsibly. So,
you guess what, brother?
What's going on?
We got fucking football tonight, baby. We survived the off season once again.
We did, and it was a wild one. It was a wild one.
Is it me and my fandom that makes me think that off seasons keep getting longer and longer and friggin' longer?
You know what? You're not wrong. And the only reason why is just because of the fact that we have to just put up with like constant news. And now like the news cycles just make it so that you have to hear so much more news revolving around football without there being any actual football.
Yeah.
Like that's why I'm just happy that now we actually do get football and we are like here. We're on our official week 1 Thursday night game. Like it can't get no better than that until Sunday. Until Sunday. Because Sunday is when it goes down.
All right, let me catch up the chat real quick. Stacy, Kevin, Rebecca, Teresa, Adam, Eric, how you guys doing? Zachary Hayes, what's up, brother? All the way out in New York. Hey, Eric, we'll get to your question at the end. I promise, because that's a great question about Matt Gay. But we do have some Colts football to catch up with. We got a game Sunday.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff going on. A lot of stuff we need to talk about. A lot of stuff we got to get prepared for. So, brother, man, start us off. It's your show. It's your show now.
Oh, it's my show now.
It's all yours.
Oh,
Lead the way. Lead the way, my friend.
I am so esteemed. But yes. But yeah, man.
Anybody that can read that long ass DraftKings ad deserves to have their own show.
You know what? You're right. You're right.
I would have been stumbling and bumbling all the way through that damn thing. And is that puppy?
That's Zoe.
Zoe
refuses. Hey, Zoe, come here. The people are asking for you now. So now you can actually come up here and do something. Come here, Zoe. Come here. Go ahead. Show the people your face. Show the people your pretty face. Go ahead. Show
Zoe, the people's champion.
Yes. All right, Zoe. Now get down now. Okay, I got nothing for you here. Your food's upstairs. All right. Yeah. But yeah, man, listen, so speaking of Colts football, I mean, we've gotten some things in the news cycles and whatnot. Josh Downs right now is he did not practice, but they said that he was back running routes. At this point, since it seems to be a little bit unsure, do you think that even if he says, "Oh yeah, I should be good to go," do you think that maybe they should hold him out maybe for like another week?
Yes, absolutely. You know, there's no reason to bring him back this first game. Yeah. Win or lose, we're going to be okay when he comes back. Okay. But if we bring him back too early and he gets hurt and he's out for even longer periods of time or the rest of the year, even, God forbid, that's going to hurt us even more than him not being there game 1.
Yeah.
You know, and maybe Adam J knows this, but I did not see the practice report for yesterday or today. And if he is listed as did not practice, he can't play anyways.
Yeah, he was listed as did not practice yesterday.
Okay, then he can't play anyways.
Yeah.
You know, I think, is it Wednesday or Thursday the cutoff where you have to have these practices under your belt? I think it's Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken.
So actually, no, because I think that the way that they mask it is if it's did not practice, I think they have until the regular working week. So I think they have until the end of the week, maybe that Friday, to be able to practice, because it has happened where guys did not practice for like a good portion of the week, like coming from like, let's just say Monday or Tuesday all the way to like Thursday, but they might have like practiced on like Friday or Saturday or Friday and Saturday, and then they should have been able to play. But yeah, and then I think somebody did say that that's based on the concussion protocol. So the concussion protocol says that I think you have to practice by a certain time in order to be able to play that upcoming week.
Okay. Well, either way, I hope he's not. If he's not 100%, I don't want him on the field.
No,
I'm
no,
just saying.
absolutely.
I'm just saying that right now. I just, we've seen players come back too early,
Yeah,
and then they're out way too long.
exactly.
We're
Exactly.
just starting. We don't need to hurt him anymore.
Yeah, that's all the more reason why I just think it just makes more sense too. But also, it's not like we're necessarily hurting at wide receiver either, because I mean, honestly, this could be Alec Pierce's chance to silence the critics, and this could be AD Mitchell's chance to just go ahead and show that he should have been drafted round one. So
Absolutely.
yeah, so I'm
Absolutely.
yeah, they'll definitely be able to step up to the plate, to make sure they're doing what they're doing. But I know you mentioned that we were going to talk about it later, but I mean, we're already here talking about the practice injury report.
Okay, go ahead, bring it up. Sammy, bring up Eric's first question all the
Yes.
way at the beginning of the show. There you go.
All right. So he says, "Hey Pat, hey it's Eric, or as you know me, Meanie with the Blue Crew. What do you guys think about Gay? I said when we released Chase and paid Matt, it was a mistake. Um, it's one of those hindsight is 2020 things. It was a high contract for him, but I mean, he's dealing with the hernia, and then they were talking about surgery. So now it's like it was a big signing for somebody who's now battling injury. And apparently we got a guy stashed away in Spencer Schrader on the practice squad that could very easily just be moved up and just come into the game and just take his place in that case. So
Now, I'm not going to, Eric, I'm not going to say that it was a mistake. Only for the reason is we're not there. We're not there all the time. We don't see what the coaching staff sees. We don't see what Ballard sees during the practices. So did he beat Matt out, or did he beat Chase out? Maybe so. We just don't know because nobody's privy to these kind of talks within the organization. Now, like Chris just said, hindsight's 2020. If we go and he's out another year, like Jelani Woods, he was out all last year. He's out all this year too.
yeah.
Is that a mistake keeping him on the roster? I don't know. Just because we don't know everything going on behind the scenes. Same way with the kicker situation. Now, if he didn't get hurt and he was missing left and right, and he's cost us a bunch of games, yeah, I'd agree with you that hindsight, we shouldn't have done that deal.
Yeah.
But an injury is an injury, and that happens to the best of them. Shoot, Rigoberto Sanchez blew an ACL in practice at camp last year. Missed the whole year.
Yeah.
It was a freak accident. How does a punter blow his ACL running sprints?
Yeah.
Now what happened to Chase for him to? Is it a growing or is it a hernia? Because that's two different things.
So with Matt Gay, it's
Matt
a hernia.
Gay.
Yeah, it's a hernia. So essentially, it's something that they said it would require surgery. But the problem is that once again, it's just like you're locked in long term with kickers, whereas we see kickers move around more than anybody in this league.
Absolutely.
And I mean, very rarely do you have guys that are just kept on. So, I think the biggest thing was, signing him to a 4-year deal at a position where you could sign a guy for 1-2 years and then basically just keep signing them over and over again. Like, I think the kicker with the longest tenure, I believe right now on one team is Justin Tucker.
Without doing the research, I'll probably agree with you on that.
Yeah, because I think he's maybe like, I want to say 12 to 14 years in. I want to say around there. But the thing, like, But the thing is, everybody isn't Justin Tucker.
Damn, has it really been that long?
It's been that long. Tucker's been around. Tucker's been around for a good portion of them, because back when the Ravens and the Broncos used to be battling each other, he knocked down a bunch of them to knock a few teams out of the playoffs. So yeah, he's been around for a minute.
Yeah, and being around for a minute, last year, how many games did Matt win us? Was anybody asking this question as if it was a mistake to sign him to that big contract after the Ravens game?
Oh, absolutely not.
You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, you can have a knife and it can have two edges on it. Absolutely. Yeah. Just which way do you want to cut is the way you're going to cut.
Yeah.
Nobody asked that question last year because he was banging him through. Now this year he gets hurt. Hell, if it's a hernia, he probably got hurt in the weight room, lifting weights.
Could have been, but I think he's been dealing with some issues. Like I'm gonna say for the last few weeks. So I mean, it could have been something that was maybe lingering and then just got aggravated to the point of where it is now. So, I think it's just gonna boil down to it. It's going to this just I'm gonna say, and this is I'm not trying to make I'm trying to make the case for your daddy in this case, but the thing is, I think everybody's just trying to come up with something to just kind of get like a Ballard dunk in. It's just like the kicker contract was like, oh, what the heck would he do that for? And then we saw it, as you said, it's just like the Ravens game. He was out there kicking like his life depended on it.
Yeah, he was the only one on our team that scored any points.
Yes.
But am I factual on that?
No, absolutely. You're 100%.
My memory serves me right. He was the only one to score any points.
Yeah, I think we walked out of that game 15. I think it was 15-12.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. So I mean, so when it comes down to it, we can sit there and say, oh yeah, it's a bad contract now because he's hurt. But the thing is, it was just like he was earning it last year. There were some games where Gardner Minshew wasn't at his best, and Matt Gay had to, he had to show up, and he did.
Yep.
So we can't be as short-sighted. Like, yes, he's hurt, okay, but the thing is now, if he is hurt, then bring in Spencer Schrader, see what you got, and then we'll go from there.
Yep. I know it's cliche at this point when somebody says next man up, but that's really the facts of this game. You got injuries. You're not going to get away from them. You better have depth. That's all I'm saying, or you're not going to go very far.
Yeah.
So hopefully Ballard's got the right depth pieces in there to sustain and get through these injuries.
Yeah. I mean, we're gonna have to. I mean, we're gonna have to because I mean that's what we've seen. I mean, that's what we've dealt with this team. This team, and not just Matt Gay, but we've seen the injuries, more often than not. Just they hurt us, so we just have to just be vigilant and just be ready.
Eric says, "Dude, I'm married with 3 daughters. I gamble every day." I'm going through trying to catch up on the chat, you guys.
Yes.
Don't think we're ignoring you because we don't. We're just trying to get through it all.
Yeah, not only that, but the thing is just like everybody coming in, But the thing is, we love it. We love it. We know the love.
Absolutely,
absolutely, it's fantastic. and then also announced this week, Nick Cross is going to be starting opposite Julian Blackmon.
Good.
Yes. But the interesting part about it is they said he's starting opposite Julian Blackmon. They didn't say at which safety spot that he'd be playing.
Oh, well, didn't they drop Julian down to free?
Well,
last year?
Well, so the thing, no, Julian played strong last year because Rodney Thomas played free last year.
Oh, he did, didn't he? I thought that. When was I thinking they brought him down?
So, Julian Blackmon's natural position has always been free safety.
the way Houston lit us up last game, having two strong, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, but so this is where I stand with it. If you're going to utilize them to where they're kind of alternating between free and strong. I think honestly, that's the best way to make sure that you just kind of keep them roaming. Because for me, like Julian has that instinct, like he can play either position. But I think Cross is fast enough to just kind of make up for if for some reason, let's just say, there's something that's missed on that second level.
If somebody gets an extra step on him, he can make that up.
Exactly.
Where we saw like Rocky Sin, he couldn't make him up. If that receiver got behind him, he could not close it down.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I agree with you right there, 100%.
Yeah, and like I said, making it so that you basically just have them just playing back in, like you're not defining the position, not defining it as like a free or defining it as a strong. I think that also gives you a little bit more freedom, a little bit more leeway to just kind of work and just see exactly where it needs to go. But also, I think Nick Cross is somebody that I've been rooting for since we drafted him. That he just hasn't had the opportunity.
Actually.
So now that he's here, it's like, all right, now let's see what he's gonna do now. And if it goes well, then Ballard looks fantastic. If it doesn't go well, then people gonna start.
Then you got to readjust and move on.
I don't think it's not that simple. It's not that simple. But I ain't gonna talk. But I ain't gonna talk about your daddy. I ain't gonna talk about your daddy. It's just
you can talk about anybody you want.
No, it's just going to be one of those things where it's like if Nick Cross doesn't work out, then it's going to end up being, yet another indictment. It's going to be that indictment on the fact that he had him sit until he couldn't have him sit anymore, and it didn't work out. So now he's going to go in and just continue to just go and just draft guys and just let that be the case. Like I said, I think the biggest indictment on Ballard is the fact that, it's just even beyond free agency or not to go beyond free agency, but it's just the fact that it's bringing in a veteran presence in places where that you need to have somebody else there.
Yes. I am not saying you're wrong, but man, look at this team.
Mm-hmm.
Look how young this team is, and look how excited we are with this team.
Absolutely.
Even with the lower level positions,
mm-hmm.
the really young corners I'm speaking about, we're still excited for them.
Oh, absolutely.
So. Am I completely against free agency? No. But to me, those moves absolutely have to make sense with what you're trying to build and how you try to build
it. I think
I'm not just going to throw the kitchen sink at somebody because they're a safety in free agency and Nick Cross didn't pan out. To me, that puts me on a hotter seat because I overreacted.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think and the thing is, it's like, to me, I'm also of the mindset that I don't think that you just need to go into free agency because you have money and then just get every single person you can get. I just think it's some of the places that we've kind of dealt with for years have been like the most glaring. And so like if we're talking, because me, it's, I tend to follow and watch wide receiver, cornerback, secondary much heavier because, those are the positions that I watched even as a kid and that I just like love. And the one thing about this team is that we've always had issues at cornerback and it's almost like never really remedied to an extent. I think it's just like Kenny Moore was the guy that we got that was like the diamond in the rough. And even now it's just like he's just shown up as like the guy in that cornerback room. But outside of that, it's just like it's been much tougher outside of, having Gilmore for 1 year.
Yeah, I get it. Hey, Sammy, let's pay some bills real quick. Homage specializes in ultra comfy, and I can contest to that. They are very comfortable, high quality looking, repping sports, pop culture, and more legacy moments. Learn more about Homage with the link in the descriptions. Hey, y'all, I ain't just paying bills when I say their shit is comfortable. I'm telling you the truth. It is nice quality. Very comfortable. Very, very, very comfortable.
No. Yeah, I'm waiting on mine to come. So mine is on the way. So yeah. I gotta get mine from I gotta get mine sent to Kansas City.
You just started. And you're already wanting the perks. Son of a golly.
Listen, what do you mean? I'm paying out of pocket. I mean, I was hoping I would get like a buy one, get one, but I mean, it's just like I'll just buy the one for now. And then when I come out there for the tailgate, then we'll, you know what I mean?
Look at me eating my words.
Go ahead. Well, see?
Look at me.
I was about to say, no need to be auspicious. I don't even know what that means. It just seems like the right word in that case.
Well, since I don't know what it means, it definitely is the right word. But oh, shoot. Go ahead.
And then I was going to say, it's just like, so this week coming up, because, it's week 1, rivalry week. How are you feeling about this game?
I think this is going to be one of the most competitive games we have.
Yeah.
I really do. Houston has really turned the corner. They've really gotten a lot better. I believe we've turned the corner. I believe we've gotten better. We've gotten healthy.
Yeah.
So that's going to make for a damn good football game. On the edge of the seat kind of football game.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm very excited for it. If you go on Twitter, you'll see Texans fans are I don't even know why. I mean, I get they're excited because they got their quarterback. I get it, but they are very, very excited to the point of being being cocky, being a little arrogant. And I mean, they won division, so I'll give them that to an extent. But I'm always excited to play Houston because no matter how good they look or how bad they look or how bad we may look at the time or how good we look, we always battle. Like it's always a grind. And that's probably the thing that I'm most excited about because in this game, you can say that it could be AR, it could be JT, anybody can go ahead and just be the guy that you got to focus on. But division rivals play you so differently than any other team does, and that's just because they know you.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, whether it's a new coach or whatever, like coaches don't matter. None of that matters. Only thing that matters is the guys that you're going against on the field between the lines. Because, I mean, it's like I said, the teams, division rivals play you differently than they play anybody else.
Yep. I just hope Zaire keeps what C.J. Stroud was saying all off season. In his head. He's gone up to Gus Bradley and says, listen, you better make some plays where I can get in there and wreck this boy.
Oh, he's going to listen.
Now, I've never wished injury on any player except for Tom Brady. I wanted that old fucker to break a hip.
That's fair. That's fair.
Past that, I don't want no injuries, but I want him to ring his damn bell left and right all game. So, Zaire, I know you're watching. Good friend of the show. Go kick some ass, brother.
I'm 100%, 100,000% on that notion because it's to talk the trash that they talk, knowing that you split with us, and to have that cockiness, to have that arrogance, it's just like the way you're talking. You're talking like you went 14-3. Like last season's game didn't come down to like a botched wheel route and a missed field goal. So I mean, I like let's not do that. That's just like EJ Speed got to him, so we're not gonna do that, and we're not gonna we're not gonna do that.
They were one play away from going home and sitting on the couch.
Exactly. And meanwhile, it's just like he spent the whole entire offseason just talking. It's like, okay, all right, go for it. But you know what?
Hit him up, boys.
Yeah, it's
I ain't saying hurt him. I'm not saying, get him out for the rest of the season, but I'm saying shut his mouth. Shut him down. Shut him down.
Hey, sometimes it's everybody got a plan until they get punched in the mouth.
Yeah. Damn right they do.
So listen, I'm gonna leave that where it is. I'm just looking for these boys to just go ahead and just hit him. I'm looking for Latu to get his first career sack very, very early in the game. I would bet that he would get it in the first half, but Missouri isn't the betting state because it sucks. So
that's all right. You'll get there.
Eventually. You'll
get there.
Yeah. But so then what do you have the score being by the end of this game?
Ooh. I hate doing score predictions because I'm never right with them.
Okay, so then you know what? Here, we don't have to do a score prediction. Tell me what
let's
you
go
think.
31.
Okay.
24 Colts.
Okay. And I'm going to give you an even more difficult question. What is AR stat line going to be?
Oh, yeah, that's even 10 times worse.
You see?
100 plus rushing, 3 touchdowns.
3 total touchdowns?
Yes.
Okay.
Just for him. Either passing or running on them.
Okay, gotcha.
And then we'll make the rest up with JT.
Yes.
There's been a couple questions about the tailgate. Let me address this real quick. Yes, we're going to be tailgating this Sunday in the North Lot with the Blue Crew in Touchdown Town. Acosta, his dad, and uncle are putting the engine and transmission back in the RV as we speak. If you follow our pages, you'll see that we completely rebuilt the engine and the transmission. And hopefully this is going to allow us to do some more away games where we can just load everybody up in the RV, head off to Tennessee or Minnesota or Jacksonville or whatever, and then head back for the night. So throw a prayer out to those guys that they get everything wrapped up and get old Betty Blue running tonight and they have no issues.
Yeah.
All right. So what about you? What's your stat lines? What's your win-loss or your game predictions?
I see this coming down to a field goal. I can see this coming down to 31-28. Just getting the guys back ready, but then it's just like hitting that rhythm, and then it's I see that it's going to end up being a close game. If you have guys firing on all cylinders, then yeah, you're gonna have a close game. As far as stat line for AR, I'm gonna go. I think AR is gonna have about 165, 170 passing. Probably get like a passing TD. Maybe have around like 80 to 90 yards rushing. He ends up with about
under 200 yards passing.
I think so. And the only reason why is just because JT statistically always has good games against the Texans. So I don't see AR taking those reps away from JT, but I do see AR being able to catch the Texans D-line off guard to the point where it's just like he'll probably make them pay a few times, and then they're going to start stacking that box and having to go ahead and just game plan for the both of them. because even when JT had stacked boxes versus the Texans front seven, he still was able to do very, very good things.
Absolutely.
So that's the reason
Absolutely.
why it's just like I think AR ends up being able to benefit from that or benefit from their tendencies. So I mean, I think he does end up under those yardage, but that's just because I think him and JT, I think together they might end up just combining for they'll probably I might be a little bit lofty here, but you know what, whatever. I think they can combine for over 200 yards rushing.
Okay.
So yeah, so I think they're gonna be good. I think they're watching them together is going to absolutely it might just feed nations. It might feed nations just watching AR and JT just make magic in the backfield pause. Like that's just what it's gonna be.
I'm sorry. I'm really interested to see how their defense plays this. Who are you going to try to stop? You cannot stop all our weapons. You're gonna focus on one, maybe two. We're gonna eat you up with three others.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know, I'm sorry. I just I think if we come out and we punch them in the mouth at the very beginning a good couple times, take the cell out of them, it's not going to be too much of a game. Now they're talented, they're professionals. They're going to do what they got to do, but you do more when you got the wind behind you.
Yeah.
If you understand what I'm saying. And I think
absolutely.
if we take that wind out and just keep continuously punching them in the mouth, I think we're going to be all right.
Yeah. I know that we'll be good in terms of how the offense is. I think probably the thing that I'm most excited to see is what Shane Steichen has planned. Because as you know, it's like he hasn't displayed any of the offense that he plans to have, AR, JT, and everybody playing in. And
Absolutely.
so, it's going to be like what we saw in the Bengals game, like how we saw him go down the field. We're not just going to have him just back there, just, sitting in the pocket doing absolutely nothing. Like there's going to be a lot of motion. There's going to be a lot of the RPO. And we didn't see any of that in any of the games that we saw AR in action, any of the games we saw JT in action. So I think the most exciting thing is going to be to see what JBC and Shane Steichen have concocted in terms of having this offense. Because
are you ashamed to say his name?
I can't do it. I can't do it.
If you don't know who JBC is, it's Jim Bob Cooter.
It's a frustrating name to say. It's a frustrating name.
Frustrating? I think it's a great name.
I mean, yeah. The thing is, it's just Jim Bob Cooter. It's like, it's just like it. I don't know what about it. I don't know what about it. Listen, I have certain things that I have. I don't know. Maybe it's some type of like weird like OCD, ADHD thing where it's just like something that I just don't like to say. I mean, it happens.
Hey, Sammy, bring up Brittany's comment real quick. Sammy. Damn it, Sammy, did you fall asleep again? Anyways, there we go. Brittany says, yeah, Texas fans and their cockiness have been annoying the shit out of me all week. Laugh out loud, which has caused me to talk a lot of shit. Laugh my ass off. So my guys have to back me up and get the win Sunday. Absolutely. But Brittany, if you come out to the tailgate, or if anybody comes out to the tailgate, just be forewarned, we're hosting the traveling Texans at the tailgate. Okay, so the people that has been to multiple tailgates with us from the traveling Texans are great people. They don't really talk too much shit. They'll say, let's go Houston, shit like that. But they're good people. They're fun people. They're great people just to talk football with. So hopefully you can come out and meet some unannoying fans from other fan bases,
Yeah.
because that's what they are. They're just great people. And when the first time I went to NRG Stadium in Houston for a Colts game, I was walking through the hotel with I think my Buckner shirt or jersey, and one person goes boo, and every Texan fan turned around and belittled that person that booed me. Hey, we don't do that shit here. What the hell are you thinking? And just really jumped their ass for booing me. So to me, that's the experience that I've had with the Texans fan space. Now, I don't know what you experienced, that they were annoying you. Hopefully it was just, fun, good ribbing, good humor football stuff, but nothing too serious like, Philly or Dallas does. Now that's bad. That can get real bad.
That's extreme. That's extreme.
Yeah, that's off planet extreme, if you ask me. That shit's crazy.
Yeah,
that's if you get a chance, come out and just meet some really, really great people, and you get to hit the anvil, do an anvil shot. Acosta's making brisket sliders, so he's buying a shitload of brisket and smoking it, and it's gonna be a good time, good fun time.
I will be working vigilantly to make sure that I'm making it out, especially if it's going to be catered. Catered? If it's going to be catered?
It's either catered or it's specially cooked.
Either way sounds good to me.
Well, come on, Missouri, get your ass out here,
man. Listen. I have to be fiscally responsible right now. But
horseshit.
But no, I'm gonna say it's just like this is probably like normally, of course, it's like we're excited football is back, we're excited, Colts football is back. But I think this season is different because this season is just like the offense is getting you excited. You want to see Latu in action, and you saw him in action even in the preseason. You're just like, oh, this guy is going to be a problem.
Yeah.
And I mean, having AR, having JT, it's just like that can be a really dynamic duo, for lack of a better term. They have the making to just probably be one of the most exciting duos in the NFL, if we're being honest.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know who said it earlier in the chat, but I mean, bring the noise, like get as loud as you possibly can, because I mean, week one only comes around once a year, and so I mean, we're back, like we're back full time. So yeah, let's start the season off right. Like this is going to be amazing.
Yep. And it's a home game too. Come on now.
Exactly. At home, and we don't have to play Jacksonville.
Come on. Hey, Sammy, while I'm scrolling through the chat trying to find the next questions, let's do our sick picks.
It's time for Sick Picks. Brought to you by DraftKings. The crown is yours.
There you go. And if you don't know what a sick pick is, you can get on DraftKings. Mm-hmm. Make parlay bets. You don't have to bet this, bet that, and do this and do that, do blah, 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 blah. Because honestly, the way these betting apps are getting will spin your head completely around. So what DraftKings has done is made it simple for the pogues like me that don't understand all the betting platforms, to where I can just make one bet. Say, all right, I think JT's going to get an anytime touchdown, and I can just make that one bet, and then I win.
Yep.
I won't lose because I'm not a loser. So, but being able to just, to go with my gut and say, yeah, AR is going to have two passing touchdowns this game. I know it. I can make that bet versus AR with this touchdown, JT with this many yards, and Michael Pittman with so many holding calls. And that's what you got to bet. They really simplified it. So I'm excited about that.
That's awesome. Like I said, I'm missing out by being in a state that doesn't bet. Uh-oh. It looks like a little bit rain delayed.
For today?
Yeah, for today's game. They said they're starting at 8:40 p.m. Eastern time.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, so
All right, keep it going while I'm reading because
yeah, so
I'm a slow reader.
but no, it like I said, I wish I could bet. I absolutely do. But maybe they'll catch up eventually. I would think that in a state where they allowed the devil's lettuce that they would allow betting, but I guess one thing at a time here. So, it is what it is. But Adam, you are correct. They legal ease. So yeah.
Well, going back to the chat, Adam says follow up for Pat. What has he done that has earned the money though that Chase would / couldn't do? Besides winning us quite a few games last year, I can't give you anything else more than that. We won the Ravens game because of him. What prompted Chris Ballard to sign him to that big of a contract for that long? I don't know. But every player is paid by their past performance.
Mhm.
So when he got that contract, and correct me if I'm wrong, Chris, he came from the Chargers, right? Or was
I
it the
believe
Rams?
so.
It's either the Chargers or the Rams. One of those guys.
Yeah.
He was the highest percentage kicker coming off of that year. That's what he got paid for. Now, could Chase do the same thing? Yeah, but he didn't have the prior year that Matt Gay did. I hope that answered your question a little bit.
Yeah, because I think what's the name? Prior to us signing him, in his previous 2 seasons, he'd gone 94% and 93%.
Yeah, it's pretty damn good.
So I mean, he was kicking at an unbelievable clip. Now, once again, it's just like I think it was a smaller volume because it says that when he did 94, it was 32 for 34. When it was 93, it was 28 for 30. But then last year was that 33 and 41. So, I mean, like I said, it's just like it's debatable what might have been happening.
Did he live up to the contract? 33 out of 41. That's.
I mean, but it's
that's
also
in the
one of those
80 percentile somewhere.
That's 80%, yeah.
Yeah.
80 and a half, actually, yeah.
Yeah, no. With those stats, did he live up to the contract? No. But his year prior to is what got him that contract. And hopefully, Rex just said he had the surgery, which I didn't know. So thank you for that, Rex. If he's on IR for a little while and, dealing with the guts and your innards and shit like that, it's going to take a minute to heal up. Absolutely. Yeah. So hopefully he gets healed up, gets back, and gets that leg working right.
It's like I said, it's stuff that we have to think, like the whole hindsight of 2020. Now the thing is, for the contract was kind of strange because of the fact that it was just like it was a big contract for a kicker.
Oh, like, huge. The largest contract ever for a kicker, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think at that particular time, yeah. Yeah, and that's what it was. Now, I will say, so Chase McLaughlin, I think we had Chase McLaughlin and we had Mike Badgley. Chase McLaughlin, prior to us getting Matt Gay, in his last year with us, he was 83%. In terms of his career, he kicked at 71% in Cleveland the year before, 80% the year before that, and then he had a total, because he played on 3 separate teams in 2019, where he came down to 78.3%. So, I mean, I can see why he might have been I'm going to say why Matt Gay might have been a more enticing player to go after, because I mean he showed at least even in 2 year span that you can go back to back 90+% years. Whereas Chase McLaughlin, the highest that he ever did was like 83, and that was his best year. Well, that was his best year until this past year, where I think he went 93.5. So, I mean, I think there's a reason for everything, but like I said, it's very easy to say, well, why didn't we just stick with him?
Yeah, it's the same way with to me, it's like a Darius Leonard situation. You pay the man $100 million, following year he's out.
Yeah.
And then he comes back and he's not him.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't see into the future. That's why these guys get paid by their past performances. That's it.
Yeah.
Teresa says, I want Latu to shake him up and scared to throw the ball. Talking about Stroud.
Fair.
Absolutely.
I love it. Like I want that. I want that as much as anybody else, because he it bothers me just how cocky he is. Like, I get it. It's just like, be confident in your abilities. But the thing is, it's like they did an interview and he's over there just talking crazy, and Tank Dell's just sitting there like, dog, like,
dude, you're gonna get us killed. Shut up.
And not only that, but the thing is, you're gonna end up getting Tank Dell killed, because Tank Dell goes over the middle. Zaire comes out him like a missile, and then all of a sudden it's just like, hey, tell your man to keep it down. And he's just like, bruh, like what? Like you left
it was him, not me. It was him.
Be like, he said that, not me. I was chilling. He's just like, you see me, I was just sitting there like, that's crazy. But I mean, it is what it is. But we'll see how things shake out. So I think I honestly, it's just like I said, I'm praying for an injury-free game, praying that everybody is able to, just come out of everything, just like I said, just being able to perform, and everybody comes out cool, both teams, because definitely don't want to see injuries for anybody. But like I said, but
Tom Brady.
I mean, that's fair. It will always be
fair.
It will always be just Tom Brady.
If he fell down the stairs tonight and it was reported, I'm going to laugh and say, "Yay!" I still hate that dude.
Yeah,
we should have had a bunch more Super Bowls.
We should have, but it wasn't in the cards at that particular time.
I guess not. But it's in the cards now.
It is.
We're getting there. We're getting there, gentlemen.
Yeah, we're getting there, and ladies.
Yes. We got quite a few ladies on the chat tonight.
That's what I'm saying. Can't forget the ladies.
Never forget the ladies. All right. We're pushing time a little bit here, boss.
All right. Well, hopefully I don't have to read that DraftKings thing again. Otherwise, I'm going to be pissed.
We got them all. We got them all season, baby.
Well, when Clyde gets back, he's going to do his fair share.
Okay.
Yes, but
you two can bounce that one back and forth.
Oh no,
because we don't have enough time for people to listen to my slow ass reading.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Hey, that's what it says. Hey. Gambling problem. That's what you're going to get from me. So leave me out of it. I'm just telling you right now.
No, we're going to leave it to Clyde. We're going to leave it to Clyde. He's going to come back with all the energy. By the way, big shout out to Clyde. Like I said, keep doing your part over there overseas. And by doing your part, I mean clubbing and working out in the gym, apparently, because you ain't doing much else. So yeah, we just go. Nah, but that's my guy. That's my guy. It's good. But you know what? Like I said, people, we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. Pat, any final thoughts?
Yeah, I think I'm going to piggyback off of the last part you were saying as far as no injuries. That's my hope.
Yeah.
We can sit here and we can say, oh, they're going to run this plan. They're going to do this and we're going to do that. And nobody knows except for the coach and the players, nobody knows. So, I've never felt comfortable coming on here and saying, oh, they're going to do this and they're going to do that. because how the hell does anybody know except for the coaches and the players that are practicing?
You don't.
You don't. So my hope, especially coming to this first game, with it being a division game, that everybody stays healthy.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very good, very competitive football game, and we come out on top.
Yes.
I'm sick of this week 1 loss shit.
Yeah.
Absolutely sick of it. So it's time to turn the page,
Mm-hmm.
shut CJ down,
Yep.
around a little bit, like Teresa, pick him up, shake him up, drop him on his head a couple times. Don't hurt him, but put the fear of God in that boy.
Exactly.
Come out with the win, and nobody gets hurt.
Yep.
The great thing about what we do, Chris, me and you, is we get to sit back after the fact.
Yep.
And say, oh, they should have done this, or oh, they should have done that. But I'm just excited to see what Shane Steichen can do with a healthy ass team.
Yes. Very much so.
And I want to win. I got to win. I can be playing my granddaughter in Uno, and I'm going to kick her ass. Gotta win. That's just me.
Yeah. Listen. I'll tell you the same way that I tell my kids. No free wins. If you're looking for somebody to let your child win a game, you should probably find somebody else, because I'm going to obliterate them, because they need to understand that if you want to get better and you want to win, you got to play the game. You got to do what you got to do. So yeah, it's just like I said, if you ever have your kids and it's just like they have cards, I'm going to give you the look, and I'm going to let you know, just be like, they might cry. Because I'll tell you, it's just like, you play me in Uno. If I got some draw 4s in my hand, you getting hit with all of them. All of them. All the draw 4s. I don't care.
Back to back.
I don't care if it's a baby. It's just like, that baby's gonna draw 12. Like you're gonna draw all of them. Just right there. Just be like, pick them all up. Just pick up the whole deck, because that's what it's gonna come down to. But yes, so final thought. Like I said, as Adam J and many other people have been saying, man, let's just be loud. Like, honestly, like energy really is something that can go and just throw everything off. And I mean, like I said, you make it loud, you make it to the point where CJ isn't able to yell out the calls that they're looking to do, or they're not able to do that, then that in and of itself is going to be a big game changer. So, I mean, come with the energy, come with the noise, come with the volume. Just, yeah, like let's be excited, man. It's just like, football's back. Colts football is back. We're back. All right, we're back. We've been waiting for this for months, and it's been excruciating. Do you know how hard it is to watch baseball? Do you know how hard it is to watch baseball? It's not good. It's not good to watch baseball. I mean, the Olympics held us over until that god-awful breakdancing competition. So, I mean, let's just be honest.
Somebody needs shot for that bullshit.
Listen, that is a whole different discussion.
And I'm sorry, and this is not a racial statement at all. But when I was growing up and breakdancing was hitting the scene, it was your brothers and sisters that had the moves. They had the rhythm to do that shit. Who these damn white people were out there walking like a damn dinosaur, I have no clue. But somebody needs to be shot for that shit, because that was just disrespectful to an entire culture.
Well, yeah, and honestly, it's just like, it only the fact that the girl who was dancing came from Australia, that just further proves the statement that there's a lot of strange things happening in Australia. And like that right there was like, what is this? Like, you have to qualify to go and do certain things in the Olympics, and that qualified. It's just like, you know what? Nope, we're not doing it. We're not doing it. Hey, by the way, Zach, I just want to let you know, I'm originally from New Jersey. Okay. I've always been a Yankees fan by default. I just can't watch the games. Like, I can go to the games live, like going to a live baseball game. Cool. Fantastic. I just can't watch it on TV. Why? because it's boring. It's boring watching it on TV. I'm sorry. Like, it's just like, listen, I love you guys. I appreciate you, but I just can't do it. I can't do it.
All right, Sammy's gonna get mad at us, man. Get us
All right,
out of here.
my bad, Sammy. Get us out of here.
And that's a wrap. Hope you don't miss us too much until next time. Follow the Sick Podcast and Bill Show on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Google Play, and Apple Podcasts.